Hello everyone online, I am Tim van Ussel. Welcome to today's Built for Future Gaming Display webinar, hosted by Chroma ATE. Technology is evolving faster and faster, and at the same time, people's expectations of our technology are also constantly rising. One of the areas in which you see this most is in the display industry. So the rising demands of gaming, film, and medical equipment and other industries really spur the development of displays with higher and higher resolutions and higher refresh rates. The gaming industry especially has been driving the development of high-resolution displays. But besides higher and higher resolutions and refresh rates, we're also seeing a greater variety of displays, such as ultra-wide monitors, for example. So these higher and higher expectations call for reliable and state-of-the-art testing equipment, and that's where Chroma comes in. So the engineers at Chroma develop flexible and comprehensive testing solutions and automation turnkey solutions for basically every conceivable display device. So today we are very fortunate to be joined by one of the industry's experts to bring us up to speed on the latest developments in the display testing technology. We are joined by James Fu, Chroma's international sales representative. James, we are very happy to have you with us.
Hi, Tim. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Indeed. Now, for our viewers, I'm going to ask James a couple of questions. James is going to show us some videos. And in the last segment, we will be answering questions from the audience. So if you have any questions you'd like to ask to James or any of Chroma's people, you can use the form. You can fill it in. And if we can't answer all questions because we run out of time, don't worry. The people at Chroma will compile all questions and make sure to get back to you. So James, according to the latest forecast from the IDC's Worldwide Quarterly Gaming Tracker, worldwide shipments of gaming monitors will continue to surge, growing from 14.2 million screens back in 2020 to 26.4 million in 2025, which makes for a compound annual growth rate of 13.2%. So in Taiwan too, since the countrywide establishment of 5G and the pandemic accelerating the growth of the home economy, the gaming and esports industry especially has been propelling the development of displays, especially in 2021. So first, let me ask you, James, in response to this new market trend, what changes have you seen in the market?
Well, from the past analog signal to the current digital signal, in terms of technology, there's a big difference in the screen refresh rate and image transmission speed. With the rise of the gaming industry and the intensification of the COVID-19 epidemic, many large-scale gaming events have shifted to online broadcasting. Also, people expect to see 4K, 8K, or even higher resolutions, and faster refresh rate. And of course, people are expecting a smooth gaming experience, which means absence of problems like screen freeze and lag. And that's why various international associations continue to provide new technical guidelines and specification to bring consumer a better product experience. Actually, for the higher specification displays, the demands for the product testing applications has also grown rapidly, and the requirement for the measurement capability have also increased. And Chroma recently launched a new testing module for gaming monitors, equipped with the latest gaming VRR, QFT, and ALM technologies. And they can be combined with the color analyzers to provide pack testing turnkey solutions. All these solutions enable customers to improve the efficiency of the display product process. I will introduce some of them in more detail later.
All right. So James, just now you described the changes in the general environment, and you briefly touched on the challenges faced by the display testing field, right? So Chroma has been putting a lot of effort in this area for more than 30 years already.
Yes.
Right? And the engineers there have considerable experience with automated testing. So James, could you share with us what are the main challenges that your customers are now facing when it comes to display testing?
All right. Well, from the research development, product testing, quality assurance to after-sales service, the monitor testing challenge encountered in this whole process include monitor assembly, hardware integration, test program development, software and hardware environment setup, hardware calibrations, user interface design, machine maintenance, etc. Actually, the general steps of this process are not complicated, but the technical details and concerns are very cumbersome. So thorough monitor testing before the product leaves the factory becomes very important. When consumers are playing games with today high resolutions and high refresh rate screens, issues like screen tearing and screen freeze becomes especially glaring. So in order to give consumer a better viewing experience, monitor manufacturers need to continuously upgrade their software and hardware.
Right, James, so you mentioned that many monitor manufacturers, they keep introducing higher and higher resolution and frame rate displays, right?
Yes.
And they have to deal with problems like screen freezes, screen tearing, lag, that kind of stuff. So there are many technological challenges that need to be overcome with regards to hardware and software.
Yes.
So I wonder, are there any standards or specifications that your customers should be aware of in this area?
Well, let me ask you, Tim. When you're watching movies or playing games, have you ever experienced screen freeze or screen tearing?
Yeah, they can be very immersion breaking.
Right? And that's why the HDMI Forum has proposed some technical solutions for this situation that can really improve customers' experience. Let me introduce several main technologies. The first is VRR, or gaming VRR, which stands for the variable refresh rate. So when we are gaming, and your GPU has to render very complicated things, it sometimes delivers video frames to the display device at a rate slower than the display's normal refresh rate. Now, if your display device only has a fixed refresh rate, then the display video frames will show up as the tearing on the screen. But with a variable refresh rate, the display can dynamically change the refresh rate based on when the GPU has finished rendering the frame, which makes for a much smoother gaming experience. And next up is a QFT, or Quick Frame Transport technology. The function of it is to speed out the transmission speed of each dynamic image by adjusting the FVA without increasing the frame rate of the source. So in turn, the transmission speed of each image frame is accelerated, and the transmission delay between the signal source and display is reduced. This results in a smoother image and reduced input lag, which is very important for gaming. The HDMI Forum has also announced many other new technologies. Because of a time limit with the webinar, I will just introduce one more, ALLM, Auto Low Latency Mode. Allows the HDMI source devices to automatically select the ideal latency settings for any given display devices and contents, which makes it very easy to get optimal performance out of the display.
All right. So listening to what you just said, modern gaming monitors have a lot of standards to live up to. So besides the gaming industry, does Chroma offer any testing solutions for the future display market?
We do. Our engineers have come up with some great testing solutions in this area. Let's take a look at the video we will create for you.
With respect to the new technology I mentioned it just now, Chroma is releasing a new product this year, the Chroma A223F14 HDMI signal module. This module comes equipped with VRR, QFT, and ALM test functions. In the VRR menu, you will find 4 modes that enable you to simulate the different refresh rates, that can occur when playing games. These are soar, ramp, square, and arbitrary. Under arbitrary mode, you can set the parameters to whatever you need, and with each one of these modes, you can adjust the refresh rate and anywhere between 20 Hz and 480 Hz. Also, the QFT function lets you adjust the FVA. The 822.3F14 module allows users to set the FVA from 1 to 16, or combine it with the gaming VRR to set up various testing combinations. The ALM functions also comes with an on-screen display that allows you to monitor the ALM status. In addition to the software solutions I just mentioned, Chroma also provides other interface test solutions. Our solutions come with the HDMI and USB-C interfaces, which are commonly used in the gaming industry. The Chroma 822.3A10 USB-C signal module supports various USB signal test functions. It provides a status monitor function that allows users to confirm the current communication role, testing status, and various parameters. Users can switch between UFP, DFP, DRP data roles manually. When the 822.3A10 takes on the power sync role, it can read a PDO of the device under test and display its information under the PDO menu. The audio section displays the communication status of this module as power source. When the 822.3A10 takes on the power source role, the USB-C Power Delivery 3.0 protocol supports up to 100 watts power output. The programmable power supply lets the user set the voltage range from 5 volts up to 20 volts, and the minimum unit of edible voltage is 20 millivolts, which allows users to precisely adjust their voltage and current. When the user connects the Chroma USB-C cable to the device under test through the cable flick function, it will automatically detect the front or back of the USB plug, which can greatly reduce the testing time. Also, the eMark function allows quick retrieval of the information carried by the USB's eMark chip. The module also has a load control test function, which lets you manually adjust the PDO index, voltage, and current, and display the test results, which makes it easy to confirm the PDO power supply capability of the DUT. The 822.3A10 features programmable automatic test functions, include the voltage and current measurement of the VBus, USB transmission speed, voltage measurement of the configuration channel and VCOM, and USB-C automatic cable flip, which allows the users to very conveniently test the related USB-C functions. To recap, the 822.3A10 has built-in UI for testing items such as power, data, and dB optimal signal, in order to meet the testing application needs of the customer in R&D and manufacturing. Chroma 223A series modules can also be used with the Chroma 71241 color analyzer for display testing applications. It can perform image color measurement, gamma measurement, flicker measurement, color correction, and the test program editing, as well as it can generate reports with just one push of button, saving a lot of test time. Chroma pays great attention to flexibility and efficiency in product capability. We always seek to provide diversified and sustainable product design to customers. Chroma participates in exhibitions related to measuring instruments every year, and will exhibit testing instruments for video color, optics, and flat panel display solutions. As I just introduced, the Chroma 822.3F14, 822.3A10, and 71241 are all showcased in the exhibition, providing customers with actual operations experience and direct service. If you are interested in the content of the exhibition, please click the link in the website introduction to view more detailed information.
All right, we have a few minutes left for questions from the audience. I see we already have some incoming. Hi, I just listened to James's introduction of your new HDMI signal module. I'd like to ask, does the module support testing items outside of those specified by related specifications?
Right, that is great questions. Thank you for that. That's a good one. Well, the A23F14, in addition to supporting the parameters set by the CTA 861H specification, it also supported a high refresh rate such as 144 Hz, 165 Hz, and 240 Hz, etc., and gaming VRR as well as a programmable timing.
All right, thank you, James. I see we have another question. In my experience, when testing with USB interfaces, it can be very cumbersome to have to separately set up power, video, and data equipment. Do I understand correctly that the A223810 has an integrated solution for this?
Another great question. Thank you. Yeah, so the A2310 is automated test product in addition to integrate all the USB testing signal interface of the USB-A, USB-B, and USB-C. Our engineers know that in the past, when they test USB monitors, customers need to connect many different devices, which is quite a pain. So the A2310 signal module integrates all of the output of power, video, and data. For example, in the video I mentioned that the cable flip function and the programmable test functions, which helps really reduce the time of doing the automated testing of the production line.
Right. Okay. I see we've already come to the end of our broadcast time. Now, if we haven't answered all your questions yet, not to worry. The engineers and the salespeople at Chroma will make sure to get back to you. Now, James, one last question. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us before we end the program?
Oh yeah, thanks team for that questions. In addition to HDMI, USB-C signal modules, and optical test solution I just introduced, Chroma 223 video pattern generator also offer excellent display port, SDI, analog, and other signal test modules. If you want to know more, you are very welcome to visit the official Chroma website to search the products you need. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, James, so much for apprising us of Chroma's newest display testing technology and all the ways that you use to improve the capability and the efficiency of the testing process. Also, great many thanks to our viewers today. If your question hasn't been answered, no worries. The people at Chroma will get back to you. So for now, we just really appreciate that you've tuned in to us, and we wish you a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.